Hey everyone, my name is Josh and welcome back to your fourth stimulus package and news update. We have a lot of news to get into in today's video, but first, if you would like to receive 2 free stocks from Webull, valued all the way up to $2,300, make sure to claim them by clicking my link, which you will find in the description box below. Okay, so House Democrats are looking to potentially pass the Build Back Better social spending plan at some point later this week. However, should a recent survey convince them otherwise? Per a message sent out by the National Republican Congressional Committee, the big government tax and spending proposal is already underwater with voters. Vulnerable Democrats who vote for the House version of the Build Back Better will be on record supporting the politically toxic policies contained within the bill, whether it passes the Senate or not. Additionally, the letter states, the survey confirms several trends found in our October battleground polling and demonstrated in recent electoral results. 1. Voters trust Republicans by an overwhelming margin on the issues most important to them. 2. Joe Biden is historically unpopular. And 3. Republicans lead on the generic ballot. They also say Build Back Better is already unpopular with voters and becomes more unpopular as voters learn about the damaging policies within the package. When people are asked, would you say you support or oppose the spending package known as Build Back Better, 46% say they are opposed, whereas just 31% are in support. Also, they say if Democrats vote for the Build Back Better, they will have to defend its politically toxic policies, which penalize hardworking families to reward liberal elites and those who enter the country illegally. 76% of voters in battleground districts say they are more likely to oppose Build Back Better, knowing that it imposes a natural gas tax that will increase home heating costs, electricity rates, and raise gas prices. 77% of voters in battleground districts are less likely to vote for a Democrat who votes to give an $80,000 tax break to wealthy homeowners in New York, New Jersey, and California, a move that would cost hundreds of billions of dollars and overwhelmingly benefit the wealthy, not the middle class. 76% of voters in battleground districts oppose the package's proposal giving $3,600 a year to illegal immigrants for every child they bring into America or give birth to after arriving. That would be the child tax credit payments. 71% of voters in battleground districts are less likely to vote for a Democrat who votes to increase IRS audits of taxpayers by hiring 87,000 new agents to look through the bank accounts of every American earning or spending more than $600 per year in order to make sure they are paying enough taxes, disproportionately affecting small business owners. Now, I'm pretty sure they actually moved that up to $10,000, but still that's a pretty low figure. 3. Republicans continue to have a decisive advantage on the issues most important to voters. Voters in battleground districts say President Biden and Congress should focus on border security at 16%, jobs in the economy 15%, and inflation/cost of living 13%. These were the only 3 issues to register in the double digits. When combining the economic concerns most important to voters, which are jobs and economy, inflation/cost of living, as well as government spending and the national debt, we find 37% of voters are focused on issues related to the economy. Among these economy-focused voters, a generic Republican leads a generic Democrat by a 2-to-1 margin, 58% to 29%. When it comes to border security, Republicans hold an astonishing 83-point advantage, 87% Republican to 4% Democrat. 4. In addition to his low approval ratings, Joe Biden suffers from an astonishing lack of enthusiasm from his own base. President Biden's job approval is 42% among voters in battleground districts, while a 52% majority disapprove of the job that he's doing. Just 20% of voters strongly approve of Joe Biden, while more than double that amount at 43% strongly disapprove. While 85% of Democrats approve of the job Biden is doing, only 43% say they strongly approve. Meanwhile, 90% of Republicans disapprove, with 82% strongly disapproving. Independents disapprove of Joe Biden by a 26-point margin, 31% approve to 57% disapprove. Among these independent voters, only 10% strongly approve of Biden, while 45% strongly disapprove. Number 5. The generic ballot advantage for Republicans in these battleground districts is real and growing. Voters in battleground districts prefer a Republican candidate over a Democrat candidate by 4 points, 45% to 41%, a net increase of 7 points since the start of the year. In battleground districts, a generic Republican candidate is leading a generic Democrat candidate with independent voters by 11 points, 37% to 26%. So according to this survey, which was conducted from November 6th through November 10th of this year across 85 battleground congressional districts, this bill is widely unpopular. Therefore, it's not all that surprising that Republicans are opposed, and also not that surprising that a red state senator such as Joe Manchin would be opposed as well. Regardless, this is something that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is going to continue pushing in a bill that she also hopes to hold a vote on by the end of this week. One thing holding that back, of course, is the full cost estimate for the package. According to Reuters, the Congressional Budget Office is expected to release that data at latest by Friday of this week. What they're looking for here is whether or not the bill will be fully paid for. Moderate Democrats in the House, such as Josh Gottheimer, don't want to vote on the package until they know that it is fully paid for. And if the CBO doesn't release that data until the 19th, a Friday, then they may not get a vote in this week. As of right now, Thursday is supposed to be the last day the House will be in Washington, with their recesses to begin on Friday, and they'll also have all next week off as well. So if the CBO doesn't release the total cost of the bill until Friday, we may not see a vote on the bill until the House returns the week after Thanksgiving. From there, if the bill passes through the House, they'll have a real fight on their hands once it reaches the Senate, where moderates Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema currently stand in its way. In some other news, yesterday, President Joe Biden signed the $1 trillion infrastructure bill into law. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer praised the bill, calling it a big effing deal.
At the start of this year, we told American families that we'd meet our challenges, the challenges of our time, with boldness and with courage. Now they're getting one of the largest infrastructure bills ever. To paraphrase one of my favorite former vice presidents, it's a big effing deal.
Also yesterday, the fifth round of the child tax credit payments went out, so if you haven't already and you have children under the age of 18, I would recommend checking your bank accounts. Those of you with children under the age of 6, again, should have received $300 per child, and if you have children ages 6 to 17, you should have received $250 per child. The last of these payments will be coming next month on the 15th of December, and from there, you'll be able to claim the other half of the payments as a credit when you go to file your tax returns. And at the moment, an extension of these child tax credit payments are in the Build Back Better bill, so if that does end up passing, you should see these monthly payments continue throughout next year. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Again, if you would like to receive a couple free stocks from Webull, make sure to quickly claim them by clicking my link, which you will find in the description box below. To receive the first stock, you will need to fully open an account. Then, to receive the second free stock, which will be valued up to $2,000, you'll need to make a qualifying deposit of at least $5. And even if you aren't all that interested in investing or continuing to invest at this point in time, you can always sell the free stocks you receive and transfer that money, however much they're worth, right back to your bank account. So free stocks or free money is completely up to you. So once again, I hope everyone has a great and safe rest of their day. If you did enjoy the content in today's video, it would greatly help me out if you would give this video a like, a big thumbs up. That does help out with the YouTube algorithm. And until next time, as always, I'll see you in the next video.